Hi everybody, today Doina Radicof from Teads with us. Hi Doina.
Hi Renata, nice to see you and very happy to be with you today.
Thank you for coming and joining us today. Doina, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself and Teads?
Yeah, so I work in this digital advertising ecosystem for more than 10 years now, and I joined Teads team 2 years ago. My current role is sales director, and I take care of the Romanian market at Teads. As you maybe know, Teads operates an end-to-end technology platform enabling programmatic digital advertising across a global network of premium digital publishers. Basically, what we want to do is to connect publishers with advertisers and via media agencies, and making things easier for them to deliver their campaigns, their digital campaigns in an efficient manner.
Okay, and can you tell us what is the difference between first and third party cookies?
Yeah, well, actually, strictly from a technical perspective, there is no real difference between the two types of cookies. Both of them can contain similar pieces of information and can perform the same functions, actually. The difference between the first and the third party cookies comes from the way they're created, how they're stored, and who can read and use them. On the one hand, first party cookies are created and stored by the host domains, mainly the specific website that the user is visiting at a certain moment, and they only work on the website which created them. This type of cookies usually help provide a good user experience, like, for example, remembering our username or password when visiting a website. And that's why some of them are considered essential cookies by the data privacy laws. On the other hand, third-party cookies are those created by parties, by domains other than the website owner, and usually are used for cross-site tracking and online advertising purposes. They are usually deemed non-essential cookies by data privacy laws. And actually, during last few years, with the rise of data privacy concerns, they became very, very controversial. And in this context, as you probably know, many browsers like Safari and Firefox already dropped their features that allow third-party cookies to work. And other browsers like Chrome are planning to drop those features in the near future.
Okay, and what does the end of the third-party cookies means for companies?
Oh, I think the implications are very complex. For sure, the demise of the third-party cookies will impact all businesses across the digital spectrum. Because, as you know, digital marketing has used cookies as a base for years now. So continuing to be effective certainly will require change. Targeting specific audiences, measurement and attribution models, I would say, are some important areas that are already impacted, because as we're talking about the cookieless world, actually we're not talking about the future, but we're talking about a reality today. As we speak, in some parts of the world, like in United States and UK, approximately half of the internet users can't be addressed via cookies. Because, like I've mentioned earlier, there already some browsers decided to not allow the third-party cookies. But in the same time, I think not all companies will be equally affected. And this will depend very much on how they prepare and how they adjust their data approach. For advertisers, for example, I think it becomes vital to have a consistent first-party data strategy and also a compliance strategy, because regulatory norms are very specific and in some cases very drastic. This should include a very good understanding of their actual buyers, their actual clients, and also finding alternative ways to use the data they own. Also, I think it's very important for both advertisers and publishers to identify those partners that can help them with the real cookieless targeting solutions, and of course to test different options available on the market. Like we like to say, to not put all their eggs in the same basket, because this is dangerous when you rely your entire strategy, your entire approach on a single solution. Any change in the regulation or in the technology approach can seriously affect the business. So my advice would be to test different solutions and decide, each business should decide for themselves which solution works best and maybe what's the best mix of solutions.
Of course, and according to GetApp, 41% of marketers believe their biggest challenge will be the inability to track the right data and, as a result, to target the right audience. What are the alternatives for advertisers?
Well, regarding the right audience, there's an old meme on the internet showing that Prince Charles and Ozzy Osbourne both fit in the same social demographic category when it comes to criteria like age, gender, wealth. Of course, I'm not trying to say that we should not use audience targeting. I'm just saying that there are also other important aspects to consider. And first of all, there's the context. And I think using proper contextual targeting to deliver high effective campaigns is a very important alternative for both advertisers and publishers. Also, if we're talking about alternatives, for example, what if we've done at Teads is build predictive audience algorithms, algorithms which drive a similar accuracy and effectiveness for audience targeting when compared with cookie-based solutions. And we've done lots of tests to prove that, but without compromising on user privacy. So without using any cookie-based data. Of course, for both advertisers and publishers, integrating and implementing first-party data strategies, like I said, I think it's a vital component of their approach.
Okay, and according to another study by Infolinks, 86% of consumers experience banner blindness. How can we reduce that from the perspective of advertisers and publishers?
Well, yeah, indeed, banner blindness, which basically means reduced user attention, is a real issue for the digital marketing ecosystem. Based on the latest research that Teads, and in cooperation with different partners, ran across several markets, I would say that both advertisers and publishers should keep a close eye on some main factors that influence user attention. And I will mention here a few of those factors. First of all, there's the creative. The power of creative and ad format optimization is very, very important. It's important to engage the users in a non-intrusive and appealing manner for them. Also, user choice versus forced ads. It's also a very important aspect to consider, because usually we all know that forced ads annoy the user and it's not beneficial for their attention and their engagement. And last but not least, I would mention the relevance of the content. It's proven that placing the ads within relevant context increases user attention. So basically decreases that banner blindness that you were mentioning earlier. Also for publishers, because this is a factor that only they can control, declutter their web pages should be also a priority. We see in our studies that when the publisher delivers plenty of ads in the same page. That page, that specific page, doesn't deliver very good on attention KPIs.
Okay, I understand. And what will be the future of the advertising?
Well, I think this is the most complicated question today. Well, first of all, I think it's important to say that there is a future of the online advertising. And I think it's a future in which companies with a privacy-first approach will thrive. I think our industry proved so many times that it's a highly dynamic ecosystem, and I don't see this changing in the future. For sure, we will see technology and artificial intelligence algorithms evolving. And I think MarTech will be the new normal in digital. Not only some use, but a normality.
I understand.
Other than that, it's pretty difficult to say how things will look like in 5 or 10 years from now.
Yeah, but challenges are a good thing. We learn every day something new. So
Definitely.
if there's any challenge, I'm sure we can make some solution for that. Thank you, Doina, for answering my question today. Thank you for coming and talking to us.
Well, thank you also for inviting me. It was very nice talking to you, and keep in touch to see what the future brings.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a great day.